Good morning and welcome to a very bright sunny morning in London. Today I'm going to be taking a friend around London, showing him different locations to do some photography. He's just bought his first camera, so I thought I'd take you along with me and do like a little beginner friendly route, if you will. A place where you can enhance your confidence, get some techniques practiced and all that sort of stuff. Now, it's true, street photography can be done anywhere. But there are certain places, especially in big cities, which are just an overwhelming thing for people that have just started off. So I'm going to take you to places that you can sort of work with your techniques a little bit easier and hopefully get some good pictures along the way. So let me meet up with my friend, get his settings in order, and we'll go from there. Hope you enjoy this one. First thing I always tend to do now when I'm warming up is photograph one of the hardest subjects in London, and that's these things. Pigeons, when they're flying, you can get some great shots, but they're so quick, you'll need to be on like 1/2000th of a second. This last two might be alright, just as they're coming into the light, but again, like you say, the car does spoil it a little bit.
Yeah, even if that car wasn't here.
Right, so just walking across the North Bank now. The plan is to go up towards London Bridge, over, back on ourselves to Tower Bridge, and then from there, hopefully, go towards Bank, capture this light, trying to frame shapes, silhouettes, stuff like that. And also teach Mr. Gray the basics. So fingers crossed we can get something good while we're walking towards Tower Bridge. The light is a bit too much looking back towards Tower Bridge at the minute, but if we can get some shapes hitting some walls and stuff, you know I like that sort of stuff. Exactly that, use the puddle, try and capture the bridge, and then as a bus goes over, you'll get sort of like the essence of London. You just got to get the right angle. And you're on a 50 as well, so you should get it quite nicely. So just headed under London Bridge now, still walking across the North Bank. We have just over here, nice reflection of people as they're going past. So just to capture their shadows as they're walking in this nice frame, creates a nice bit of contrast. Again, when the light hits it, and the light hits it well, these little pockets of light as people go through. Let me talk through one of the ideas for a shot here then. You've got the light hitting quite nicely and everything in darkness. But as people walk through, I want to capture someone crossing the street with the signs basically pointing at them in darker clothing to stand out a little bit more from the backdrop. But if I can get the arrows pointing towards them, I feel like that'd be quite a fun and interesting shot. Now with the 28 on the Leica Q3, it will be a little bit of a crop in unless I want to stand in the middle of quite a busy street to get the shot. But either way, I feel like it'd be quite an interesting image. Just hopefully just capturing someone on their own. Maybe this woman here. Yeah, there you go. She nearly fell over as well. Didn't capture that, but I did capture a crossing. So we've now headed off of the river into the city. We're going to head towards Bank now. Got a few images so far. Quite an interesting day. Teaching Gray a few different things in terms of how to expose, you know, underexposing your shadows a little bit to bring out that contrast. And also just seeing what he wants to take photos of. Now he's going to be moving away from the city and going up north, so he's more going to be focused on the landscape style of things and stuff like that. but being able to just get your eye into these new things, especially if you've never touched a camera before, going to a place like London is, one, could be quite overwhelming. Two, you're capturing so many different things all at once. And yeah, you've got that. And I feel like he's doing a great job learning different things and also being able to adjust to different lighting conditions. And he's got his eye in places already, which is great. He's a good student of mine, great student. So we're at Bank now. Gray's got a good few shots, teaching him the ways of the reflection at the minute. And Bank's got some beautiful light hitting it. It's about midday, so plenty of opportunity to get some good shots here against the blank backgrounds and people in dark clothing, giving that natural contrast. So we'll explore here, see what silhouettes we can get, see what sort of light we can get. It'll be good. He's doing well though. He's got better shots than me so far. I'm either a very good teacher or he's a very, very good photographer. So we're back along the river now, walking back from Bank towards St Paul's and then Millennium Bridge, which is where we are now. Just trying to get the scene worked a little bit. Millennium Bridge being something that's really overshot in terms of street photography in London. Just trying to get the guys to understand different concepts, find something unique. Met up with another friend of ours as well, which is great. We got a little photo group going now, which is nice. So we're going to keep walking along the river, head over to the South Bank, cross over again at Embankment, and then head towards sort of Soho area, capture golden hour there, Chinatown, stuff like that. So yeah, it's been good so far. We've all got some decent shots. I've been passing on different techniques and stuff like that. The guys are getting some good shots. It's been a good day so far overall. So yeah, well, how long may that continue? We'll carry on and see what we can get. So you may realise it's dark now, so you're thinking one of two things. Either I haven't recorded for a couple hours or it got dark really quick. If you're thinking of the first thing, you are correct. But I've got a really good excuse for you. Basically, we found a really good pub and we've been sitting in there drinking for a little bit and catching up and just chatting. And now everyone's got their train and I'm here still taking photos along the South Bank with the camera. Basically making my way back east, heading along the South Bank at night, seeing what photos I can get. Who knows, there might be some good ones. But it's been a good day so far. I've got some great photos, the boys got some great photos. It's been a good day overall. Let me know what you think of this whole new style where I'm talking to you directly in the comments as well, because I'm still using the Pocket and I'm still getting used to the Pocket as well. So yeah, let us know. So the idea here is to obviously capture someone slow shutter in front of the Ferris wheel. Just either people moving past it at different speeds, or someone standing stationary and the Ferris wheel going round. Something along those lines. Hopefully we can get something, because it's a very, very interesting thing. You don't see it very often. This is the only one on the South Bank, so I'll wait here and see what I can get, unless they decide to just turn it all off, in which case I will then move on. Those two over there bring back memories. I took one of my first ever shots containing light around the National Theatre, and those are just isolated really nicely. This was before I even knew that I wanted to do street photography, so yeah, it brings back memories, that one. It's quite a quiet evening, all things considering. We're at the Oxo area. I don't even know what this area is properly called along the South Bank, but we're here. I don't know what pictures I've really got so far, but yeah, it's just nice and peaceful. The walk back's nice. The weather is good for start of February. It's nice. So yeah, hopefully some more pictures en route. We're basically going to be ending up over there, just over there. But hopefully we can get something. Something on the route back will be nice. Gabriel's Wharf, that's what it's called. Should have known that, really. So you saw the map of the route at the start of the video and throughout in different locations that we've been. Let me tell you why that is one of many street photography walks you can do as a beginner. The whole route was about 20,000 steps, which is great if you want to ease yourself into those 40,000 step days, because street photography is a lot of walking, and some people just don't realise that. It takes a lot out of you, especially if you start off and just walk for ages, if you don't usually do that. So the route that I've done is basically from Tower Hill Station, which is where I usually start, up around to Tower Bridge, up the North Bank to London Bridge, into Bank, around Bank and Spitalfields, back to the river, across Millennium Bridge, which is where I am now, at the Tate, all the way up, and then basically that. There's a variation of different things you can get there, but mainly you're in places that people already expect cameras. You're in very touristy areas, and it takes a lot of pressure off. As I said at the start, you don't want a confidence knock straight out the bat. So going to touristy areas where people already expect cameras, people don't notice you as much, even less so in those areas than other places in the city. So being able to photograph without the fear of someone instantly staring at you or putting you off is a great idea. And that is just one of many routes. So I will be doing more of these in the future. But I just thought that that's a nice, easy one to get people started. There's a variation of old and new, architecture, people, scenes. It's a pretty good route. And I am already past Millennium Bridge, and I haven't seen many shots. This ain't looking good for me. So hopefully this guy walking on his own can be something. Silhouetted on that pathway. I wish he was a bit more in the middle. Maybe at the end there. Basically my frame is more looking out onto the water, having him in one of the corners and just looking out into the water. We are underexposing everything, so the water is negative space. And it might turn out like something. I'm not too sure. I might wait for another subject. It's so empty in London this evening. It's a Saturday evening, and it's only like 7, half 7, maybe 8 o'clock now. Something along those lines. It shouldn't be this quiet. Maybe everyone's at the pub. Tell you what, if you were more into the city's architecture than people, tonight would have been an absolutely perfect night for you to come out. One of the busiest parts of London, especially in the city, is Leadenhall Market. And there's absolutely no one in here. if you want to capture the scenery and the buildings and stuff, come here right now. So, pretty much no pictures. No good ones anyway. I feel like that one with the guy walking on his own might be something, but there's just no one about tonight. There's no life. I thought coming into the city off of the South Bank would have given me something. There's more people, but nothing really going on. And half the shop fronts I usually go to for easy wins, if you will, they're all turned off. So I'm basically where we started, just around the corner from Tower Hill. And that has been one big loop. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed the day. It's been great. So thank you so much for tuning in. See you next week. Bye-bye.